Blazers have been around for over 50 years. Welcome to Rip City Rundown, and in today's video, we will be looking at the top 5 best Blazer teams in franchise history. Coming at number 5, we have the 2018-2019 Portland Trail Blazers. This talented team ended the season with a 53-29 record, which is not only a 73% win rate, but the 7th best record of franchise history. Damian Lillard was obviously the leader of the squad, but he had his fair share of help in Jusuf Nurkic, CJ McCollum, and other impactful players such as Maurice Harkless, Aminu, Seth Curry, Rodney Hood, Evan Turner, and Gary Trent Jr. Not only was this team decently talented, but they fit well together. The team ranked 3rd in offensive rating, and despite being undersized and prioritizing shooters, they were still a league average defense. Unfortunately, Jusuf Nurkic, the Blazers' star center and a pivotal piece for this team's success, went down with a brutal injury towards the tail end of the season. Despite Nurk's injury, the Blazers absolutely steamrolled their way through the first round, beating the Thunder 4-1 and clutching out an intense Game 7 against Denver in the second round to advance to the Western Conference Finals. Unfortunately, they were defeated by Golden State in a sweep, and most Blazer fans know that probably should not have been a sweep, but still disappointing nonetheless after the intensity from the first 2 rounds. At number 4, we have the 1999-2000 Blazers. This team was extremely deadly, claiming the 2nd seed in the West with an impressive 59-23 record. This team also had some depth. The scoring was very spread out, as there wasn't really one bona fide superstar carrying the team. Rasheed Wallace, Scottie Pippen, Steve Smith, Damian Stoudemire, and Sabonis all averaged over 10 points. This team was ranked 3rd on offense and 5th on defense. Yeah, that's impressive. Those are championship numbers. The Blazers only lost 2 games in the first 2 rounds of the playoffs combined, knocking out the Timberwolves and Jazz with ease. They were then matched up against the 99-2000 Lakers and found themselves down 3-1 in the series, but somehow managed to force a Game 7. Unfortunately, the Kobe-Shaq duo was too strong, and the Lakers pulled out the W in Game 7 and went to the finals as they ended up winning it all. For number 3, we go 10 more years in the past and have the 1989-1990 Portland Trail Blazers. Similarly to the 2000 Blazers, this team also finished 2nd in the West with a 59-23 record, and yes, this was the Clyde Drexler era, guys. In the 2 previous seasons before this, Clyde averaged 27 points, so many question how the Blazers would perform given Clyde actually had to share the ball this year. This team also had some depth with players such as Terry Porter, Jerome Kersey, Buck Williams, Devin Ducksworth, and Cliff Robinson. Although Clyde was the superstar of the team, this team still had a lot of firepower. The team ranked 9th on offense and 4th on defense. Yes, this was one of the best defensive Blazer teams of all time. After sweeping Dallas, Portland eked out a win against the Spurs in an incredible Game 7. The Blazers then handled the Suns in 6 to go on to the NBA Finals for the 2nd time in team history. Unfortunately, the matchup was brutal, being the Bad Boy Pistons, one of the most well-known dominant teams in NBA history. Although the Blazers got clapped in the finals, losing 4-1, it was still one of the best Blazer teams of all time. Coming in at number 2, guys, we have the iconic 1991-1992 Blazers. A reason why many people think Clyde Drexler is a better Blazer than Damian Lillard is because he took Portland to the finals twice, and this 91-92 team is that 2nd time I'm referring to. Portland did not change their lineup nor playstyle much since the 1990 season, given their roster still consisted of Clyde Drexler, Terry Porter, Jerome Kersey, Kevin Ducksworth, and Buck Williams. Although they had a similar lineup, many argue this team was better than the team from the previous year, given the fact that the majority of the Blazer players were more experienced, entering their late 20s, while the team from a year ago was just younger and less experienced. Similarly to the team from 2 years ago, the Blazers steamrolled their way through the playoffs, beating the Lakers in 4, beating the Suns in 5, and beating the Jazz in 6. However, they were matched up against the GOAT himself, Michael Jordan, who was sniffing for back-to-back rings. Jordan took Portland to the cleaners, averaging 36 points and 6.5 assists, and the Blazers lost to the Bulls in 6 games. And for the best Blazer team of all time, you guys knew it was coming. It's the iconic 1976-1977 team. The only reason why our franchise is not considered a poverty franchise is because of this team. With the franchise's 7th year after joining the expansion, the Blazers had yet to make the playoffs. However, this year they did just that, becoming a 2nd seed in the West with an impressive 49-33 record. Bill Walton was by far the best player on the team, but let's not leave out Maurice Lucas, who is a very underrated. Heck, would you believe me if I told you he actually averaged more points than Bill Walton this season? Portland went on an absolute rampage in the playoffs, beating the Bulls, Nuggets, and Lakers with ease. They then comfortably beat the Sixers in 6 and became the NBA champions. Please, NBA gods, let's let a moment happen like this again this year, 2023. Let's go. That's going to do it for this video, guys. Make sure you comment on anything you disagree with or would change, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Also, make sure to check out our Christmas merch, ripcityrundown.com, link in the bio. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.